Today's video is brought to you by DistroKid. In today's video, we're talking about our new favorite friend, Trash, a lot. But know what's not trash, in both the sense that they aren't a big, possibly chlorine-spitting dragon, as well as not a garbage service? That is right, DistroKid. If you're a musician planning on releasing any music, DistroKid is a must because they will take all of your music. Literally, there is no limit, and they will upload it to streaming services in stores everywhere. We're talking places like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube, Deezer, so many more sites that I've never even heard of until I started using DistroKid, and that actually does include Instagram and TikTok. That's right, your song could possibly be in the next TikTok trend, which would be really cool. Also, another great thing about DistroKid is that all the money made by the artist goes 100% to the artist. DistroKid doesn't take any single cut out of there. All you need to do is sign up for their annual subscription service and get started. And if you use my link down in the description box below, you'll get 7% off your first year. So go to distrokid.com/VIP/JLAnderson and sign up today. Once again, distrokid.com/VIP/JLANDERSON and get started. Support DistroKid, support the channel. While we're at it, support your local musicians as well. Anyway, on with the video. Our story starts a couple of years ago with the launch of Dema.org.info. This was the home of journals written by Clancy, the main character of the Trench album. And in these journals, we would figure out life in Dema, as well as information about the Banditos, the Bishops, any information you want that could take you even deeper into the Trench lore. And I did say was the home, because on April 5th, 2021, a progress bar popped up on the site that's saying files were being terminated. This immediately got the attention of a lot of 21 Pilots fans all over the world, and suddenly TOP is coming trends on Twitter. 21 Pilots starts to trend. Clancy starts to trend. Everyone knew that something was up. And somewhere down the line, we find scaledandicey.com, to which if you logged onto that site, you got these blue scales. And someone figured out that if you did /dragon, you got this picture. Now, many people, including myself, saw this image and we were all kind of like, okay, that's cool, but what exactly is that? So in the midst of while wondering what this dragon was, 3 o'clock hit, and Dema.org.info changed to say this. Account terminated. The page you were looking for has been removed from our servers. The account was in violation of the terms established by the Sacred Municipality of Dema and deemed contraband material. Disciplinary actions have been taken and the offender no longer has access to this account. Further actions have been taken to ensure these violations will not occur again. Anyone attempting to access or share contraband material will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the laws set forth by Dema.org and the Sacred Municipality of Dema. Infraction number, and you get a whole string of numbers. And these numbers, if you run them through a cipher, they translate to Clancy is dead. The main character is dead. And people later figured out that if you scroll over the O in offenders and click on it, you get taken to one of 3 posters. And these posters advertise a live stream experience in the new 21 Pilots album, Scaled and Icy. And we can see that same dragon that appeared on scaledandicey.com/dragon is on the album cover. It actually makes appearances in all of the posters in some capacity. In one poster, the dragon is surrounding Tyler and Josh. In another poster, the dragon is in the TV. And then in 2 of the posters, you see that the dragon is inside the TV, inside of Josh's head. A couple days later on Tyler's Instagram story, he posts that the name of the dragon is Trash. Trash the dragon. The name of the dragon is Trash. Okay, Tyler. The 21 Pilots didn't wait long for Trash to make their first appearance, because when the Shy Way music video got released, Trash made their first appearance inside of the music video, and you can see his first appearance in roughly a minute into the video. It's not that long of an appearance. All Trash does is fly over Tyler and Josh in this outdoor landscape and just kind of hovers in the background and makes his final appearance in roughly a minute 30 seconds. And that's the last time we saw Trash for a little bit, except for in these shots that were taken at a photo shoot where Trash looks like a complete nightmare. And as of the time of recording, there are still so many questions in regards to Trash, like what are Trash's origins? Why is Trash here? How does Trash relate to Dema? Well, let's talk about it. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I really hope you're having a great day today. And honestly, that's the main thing. I really hope you're having a good day today. Anyway, let's get into the video. This is trash. What we know about trash and theories surrounding it. Let's start off by talking about something we definitely do know, which is the origins of trash. That's right, we actually do know where trash came from. So, at 20BNDK05 on Instagram asked Brendan Reich, the creator of the Scale and AC album art, where the dragon came from, and Brandon actually responded by saying, an old 1860s, terrifying, children's book illustration by Walter Crane, public domain. Now, the public domain here is really important because that means that this art or song or whatever's in the public domain can't be owned by an individual. It is used for the public. Anyone can use it in whatever capacity they want. And that takes us into a whole copyright sort of thing. However, if I talked about all of that, this video would be 10 days long and probably would turn to a college lecture, and we don't want that. So, public domain, we'll keep it at that. But the best part about it being in the public domain is that we can look it up. And Dema.org updates on Twitter actually took the opportunity and looked it up for us. So these are the images of trash. Oh boy, they're nightmare. They are classy, artsy nightmare. So in this one right here, we can see some archers as well as a jouster trying to fight this dragon. And what looks like behind the dragon seems to be this factory sort of setting. And right underneath of everything, there is kind of like this pool where people are getting drunk. And there is something I had to censor, which is always a fun time. And we can see this other version of trash that looks like an alligator sort of thing, a very scaled, like kind of decaying dragon. But this one actually has a name, Aishiman. At least that's what I want to say. Probably really botched that up. Aishiman Pokemon, you know. So it's safe to say that this is where Brandon Reich took his inspiration from, and he left his own Easter egg on the dragon. You can see this in the album arts. If you look at the dragon's wing, it says, destroy. I created this world to feel some control, destroy it if I want to. Is that a hint to the song Bandito? Is that a hint to Tyler's creativity? Who knows? This is something that Brandon Reich put on the dragon for some reason. So now we know where Brandon Reich got his inspiration from in regards to trash, but what about Tyler? I doubt he had child illustrations on the mind when he was thinking of this dragon. Well, he actually disclosed that trash is this little tiny figurine that he keeps in his studio. In this interview with the BBC, he says, you know, I have this theory that even if you were confined to one small room, if you were to focus on one singular detail of that room, that detail can actually come to life. Actually, I have this little dragon tone figurine that I've been staring at, and my theory is that if I can get into the place where I'm looking at him and I'm creating something, and all of a sudden he can grow and actually fly around the room, and then I can actually transport to a completely different place. It is the power of creativity, the power of imagination, and ultimately the power of music. So much like Ned in the Trench era, trash is a symbol of Tyler's creativity. When you see trash, you're going to know that Tyler is getting creative in some capacity. So now we know where trash came from and why trash is here in a world sense. But what about in the Dema universe? Where does trash fit in all this? If we take a look at the archives of Clancy's journals, we can find zero mention of dragons, we can find zero mention of trash. It's just not in there. So all we could do is wait till May 21st when we're going to get more answers and or speculate and come up with theories. And we're going to talk about some of the popular theories right now. Number one, Ned is trash. Now, this seems to be the most popular theory amongst the 21 Pilots community, especially since Tyler said in an interview that Ned is missing. They're unable to locate him. Ned has disappeared. Hashtag Ned come home. And basically, the theory goes that point A is Ned, point B is trash. Somewhere down the line, Ned evolved into trash. And there are a plethora of theories out there. They're all good reads on how Ned become trash. My personal favorite comes from Reddit, from user Mixtoba, and their theory is called the color theory across Blurryface, Trench, and Scale and Icy, and how it fits with Ned, the dragon, and the simulation theory. It is a nice read. It's also a long read, so here's some spark notes. In the Dema universe, the color blue means defeat, and in the chlorine music video, instead of getting chlorine in its purest form, which is the greenish yellow color, we get the blue chlorine that is used for purifying pools. Trash, as we know on the album cover, is a blue dragon, which is the sign of defeat, and he breathes out this fire, which is the same color as the pure chlorine. And if Ned is trash, that means that Ned consumed all of this chlorine, became trash to spit this greenish yellow pure chlorine fire to aid Tyler in this world. This could explain why the dragon's presence destroys the artificial world in Shy Away music video, because the absence of yellow as a rebel color. The dragon is purifying this world with its pure colored flames. Once again, it's a pretty interesting read, especially if it goes into the theory that if this dragon is not trash, it's a good read. Go check it out for yourself. It's super good. And like I said, that one was my personal favorite out of a whole bunch of Ned becoming trash theories. However, I do want to point something out. This is my own personal thoughts here. Personally, I don't think that Ned is trash, and I'm mainly saying this on one thing. Ned is nowhere near Dema, and we can see this in the Chlorine music video. We can see that they're in an outside landscape in a backyard in a pool. We can see that they're driving on the wrong side of the road if you're living in the United States. It's this big open world. Yes, we know that there are roads and cars in Dema thanks to Heavy Dirty Soul, but we also know the world around Dema thanks to Jumpsuit, Levitate, and Nico and the Niners. We get a sense that Dema is the only thing around, as well as the Bandito camp. We know there is a road, we know there's cars thanks to Heavy Dirty Soul. However, it doesn't lead to where Ned is. I don't think it does. I don't think. And also in the Chlorine music video, we can see that Ned's little horns that he sprouts kind of look like jackalope antlers instead of the ears that Trash has. So like I said, that's my own personal theory that Ned evolves into a jackalope instead of this big, possibly chlorine-spitting dragon, and also the fact they take super far place away from each other. And I don't know if they even share the same universe. I don't know if the Ned universe is connected to the Dema universe. I mean, maybe they are, and Tyler and Josh are really fast at getting places, or the Chlorine is a super prequel to the Dema universe stuff, or Tyler and Josh are just clones that can be in two places at once, but who would think that? Number 2, Trash is an acronym. Now, if you don't know what an acronym is, or you need a refresher on it, it basically means that each letter of a word stands for another word. So take stuff like the stuff we text like IDK, I don't know, LOL, laughing out loud, or stuff like NSFW, not safe for work, IRS, FBI, NASA, DARE, so many more things out there. So when Tyler announced the name of the dragon was Trash, of course, we, the 21 Pilots community, were like, okay, we can vibe with that, but there were also a lot of people that were like, no, that has to mean something. There has to be some importance to that name. To which people then decided that, you know what, it's an acronym, and they started coming up with words that fit. So like, take relish and shake hard, or time really ain't so hard, or Tyler really a sky horse, or the real album stays hidden, or take Randy and wait, what was that last one? That's right, people have concluded that Trash stands for the real album stays hidden, which goes directly with another theory that really soon we could be getting another 21 Pilots album that will be a non-propaganda based heavier album. And people are saying that this album can come out either late next year or early as this fall. So that is, of course, all speculation at this point, but however, it's not out of the realm of possibility because other bands have done it. Ozzy Osbourne has released 2 full-length albums in 1 year. System of a Down did it. Many bands have done it before, so why should 21 Pilots be no different? If they really wanted to, they could release 2 full-length feature albums if they really wanted to. Of course, they can take their time. They can take their time on this next album. I mean, we are getting 1 21 Pilots album this year. We shouldn't be too greedy. However, it was still something to point out here. Number 3, Trash is a racehorse. So this is going to tie directly with my theory of that Nico and the Niners will happen again on May 21st. And basically, my whole theory is that during the concert, it is going to be a diversion for the Banditos to come into Dema and take as many people out as possible. It's a complete diversion. They'll start a mob, they will win, but not everyone will get out. And maybe not everyone will get out includes Tyler and Josh. The bishops will notice and they will lock them in. in, and that's where Trash comes in to help them escape. Basically, Trash is the getaway driver in the situation, taking Tyler and Josh out of Dema. For evidence of this, all we need to do is look at some of the posters with Trash, specifically the ones with the TV. And you see that Trash is inside of Josh's head. Now, Josh is basically the leader of the Banditos, presumably, and he is trying to save Tyler. And maybe getting Trash was, in fact, Josh's idea because they'll never think of a dragon. Also, the dragon is totally canon in the Dema universe. We didn't even know it was indigenous in this universe till now, but maybe getting the dragon was Josh's idea, which is why it's in Josh's head. And another thing is the tagline. There's always an escape, and the Trash makes the perfect way to escape Dema. And also maybe destroy things while they leave, like destroy the Dema towers, because after all, it says destroy right on the wings, so maybe it's a racehorse that will destroy things on its way out. And while working on this, I was coming up with another theory. However, I have no evidence to base this theory on, but I was thinking that maybe Trash could have been a pet to the Bishop, specifically Nico, live in their basement, and Trash would be the one that was fed, that Clancy got fed to, killing Clancy. But like I said, I could find no solid evidence on this, and theory was going to go into the escape route, helping Tyler and Josh escape, much like they did in, I believe, the final Deathly Hallows movie in Harry Potter, where they escaped the bank. I'm pretty sure, no, that was the first part, but it was part 1 of Deathly Hallows. Yeah, one of the Deathly Hallows. It's 12:30 at night. I don't really remember, but yeah. And of course, all those theories are exactly that. Theories. We still have so many questions in regards to Trash, and we won't know any answers until May 21st. We might not even get answers till after May 21st. And of course, when you do get more answers, you can bet there will be a video on this channel. And if there is anything anyone's going to point out, I'm pretty sure my lovely commenters will comment in the description their finds, because they are great. They're great people who will find amazing stuff. So make sure to go check out the comment section to see what people are posting. Anyway guys, that is it for today's video. That is my little comprehensive history of what we know about Trash so far in this first month of Scale Nicely. Anyway guys, really hope you have enjoyed this video. Remember to go check out and sign up for DistroKid in the description box below using distrokid.com/VIP/JLANDERSON to get 7% off your first yearly subscription. And I'll see you in the next video guys. Goodbye and good night.